Okay, PPDP video 3, some thoughts on visual culture. I attended a conference called Exploring Decorations of 3 Different Restaurants. What this professor did, her name is Hu Ming Chan, she went to a Chinese restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, something, it was real close to Chinese, like Korean or something. She could have went to Italian or something, but she didn't. And she saw that the reasons for the visual culture of the decorations, she came up with 5 reasons. They were selling their unique culture. Whether or not the artifacts displayed were authentic or meant to be decorations, such as in the Chinese restaurant, they had funerary statues, which are meant to be buried with people, but they had them as decorations in a restaurant, which was kind of weird. Um, the decorations create a pleasant environment, and in all 3, oddly, the personalities of the owners came through by means of family photos were displayed. Okay, lots of folk art, and the exteriors were painted in colors or using traditional, what you think of, stereotypical decorations, such as lanterns outside the Chinese restaurant and kind of tropical, almost, or earthy kind of tones for the exterior of the Mexican restaurant. And she asked, how do stereotypes used to demonstrate otherness of other cultures? Okay, we use stereotypes to demonstrate the otherness. And, it begs a lot of questions, such as, do we, what happens when we appropriate some of this otherness into our own culture? Or is it always going to be distant? Things like that. Okay. All in all, a good presentation. Okay. I'll just go right into the second one. It was 21st Century Art Education. Are we on the right track? With Karen Kakas out of Bowling Green State University in Ohio. Okay. She said, it's very important for the art teacher to decide what is really important in art class, okay? And it's not filling in a color wheel anymore, all right? She teaches university, but she teaches teachers. She teaches art teachers. And she wants her art teachers to realize that in 8th grade, this may be the last art class that kids ever get. And you get 45 short, precious days with them. What do you want kids to remember? Okay? She suggests that the teachers ask kids, what do they want to do? When they ask what do they want to do you want to look at a computer screen or do you want to get clay out? They say what's called old school. They want to get the materials out and just play. All right? They don't get a chance to play anymore. And I think her position was a lot of the creativity just comes from play, from the experience, kind of like, I'm using the experiential model, and in all cases, they're down to the student. These kids just love to fool around with the materials. They love it. It's a whole different mindset than what, do this, do that, do this, do that, and then you're done, and I'll grade you. It's not going to be graded. You're not going to keep it. There's no right or wrong. They just like to hear that once in a while. She gave me a good research tool, or a good reference, Touching Eternity by Tom Verone. Okay? Play would be good. Because students are overwhelmed, teachers are overwhelmed, and you have to just step back once in a while. And I think, as I'm coming to the realization that a good elementary art curriculum is going to include elements of experiential curriculum as well as DBAE and visual culture to keep up to date. She reinforced just the playfulness and the looseness of the experience of play. Okay, very good. End of tape. Thank you.